How do there, guys, and welcome back to Edgar TV, where today we're going to take a look at my top tips in darts. If you are going to be playing in a darts event, tournament, whether it's the first time or whether you've been going to them before, you might find something quite useful in here. And it's all about the preparation and getting that side of things right to maximise your level of performance. But there's a couple of things that we often kind of ignore. Some of these tips will start the night before, such as getting the darts case ready. Think about those reusables and the bits in which you need to make sure there are plenty of the flights and the stems. Quite a lot of the time I see people turn up to tournaments with just a couple of flights and stems. Make sure you overpack on these. Now the thing is, you might be going deep in the tournament, bust a few flights and stems, or you might do it even in the practice and the preparation when you're getting ready for the tournament. So make sure you have got plenty. The worst thing you could do is get through to the last stages, reach one of those sort of finals, semi-finals, and have to play with broken equipment. The other good thing, if you've got plenty, is it means you can refresh them throughout the day, so you don't have to keep using that same set that may become weathered as the day goes on. Again, in the preparation, before you even get to the venue, think about the footwear and the shoes in which you're going to wear on the day. Now, back in the day, the rules were suggested these had to be like dress-based shoes or the leather-based shoes. Nowadays, you can wear black trainers. So think about what you want on your feet. Think about the amount of hours you're going to be spending standing or walking around. A lot of the time, we're putting a lot of weight on that one leg. So we need to make sure that we've got something with memory foam, nice comfortable footwear that is going to allow you to play for 6-8 hours without starting to feel sort of stressed and uncomfortable, because the last thing you want is any sort of additional stress on your day. I will put a link down below to a pair that I personally recommend. That will be in the description down below. A pair that I use myself, very, very good for darts and sort of suit a pair of trousers as well. Next thing, make sure you get to the venue nice and early. The beauty of this is you'll be aware of your surroundings, know where the match boards are, know where the practice boards are. You need to be aware of all of these different things, because once the room fills up, it's going to be harder to get around. Make sure in this preparation time, when you're there early, you are fully aware of where the toilets are, because again, these events can get up to thousands of entries at times when you go onto these ranked events, but most often 100 to 200 people in these events, and it's going to be quite hard to maneuver around and find where these are, and you certainly feel a lot more comfortable going when you know the venue and you know where these things are. So make sure you check out for all those key points when you first get to the venue. By getting there early, it will also allow you to spend plenty of time on the practice board undisturbed. These practice boards can often get quite deep at these events, with 4, 5, 6 players sometimes waiting for a throw, which does really interfere that preparation time. If you think of spending 30 minutes on a board by yourself or with somebody else, the amount of time you're throwing will be about 25 to 17 minutes. If then you are sharing that with 4 people or 5 people, your 30-minute window will probably mean you're only throwing for about 10 when you consider the amount of time that you're waiting for other people as well. So make sure you get there early and get that preparation in, and then when the event starts to build up and the people start to get there, this is where we can start to replicate the actual tournament play, taking little breaks as if you was playing in the tournament. You'd be playing a match, then you'd be stopped, then you'd be playing a match, and that would be sort of a roller coaster of emotions and getting up and stopping and starting. See, we can replicate that as well within the preparation and make sure that we are doing plenty of purposeful preparation games. If you're unsure what they are, I am going to be putting some more tutorials up here soon, so make sure you are subscribed to Edgar TV. Don't just assume that because you've played darts for an X amount of time or you've watched the darts on the TV that you're going to know the rules of the event that you are attending. I attend events all around the world, and I can tell you that not all the events are the same. In terms of the PDC, with the Pro Tour, that is a touring event, which means that all the events play under the same set of rules. However, when you're playing in more localised events or WDF events, they tend to have varying rules. Some of them might be an announced event where they're going to be calling out names over the microphone and it sort of does it for you. Others use things like Darts Connect system, where it becomes your responsibility to make sure you are at the board at the right time to make sure that you are not timed out. So it puts the responsibility on you. Be aware of what what that is. Is it a knockout? Is it a group stage, which is what you get sometimes around some of the European events? So be fully aware of the rules and the format, because they can change throughout the event. They often start best of 5, then move to best of 7, best of 9 as the event grows. So be aware of how many you need to get to as well to win that match. The final tip, and this is the one that I will probably say is one of the most important ones: don't get in the attitude of just 3 more. A lot of people will do what I call cramming the night before, where they'll stay up and they'll have a practice and try and get ready for the event the night before the event. The work should have been done, the practice should have been done by there, so it's no point trying to cram in that little bit more. That just shows a lack of preparation coming into the event. When it comes to the time to go and play the darts, the practice and all that development side of things should have been done. This is purely now about turning up and trying to hit that peak level of performance, and staying up the night before and having a extended practice is not going to be the way forward. Take the day off the day before if possible to fully prepare for the event. This is something as well that the 16-time world champion, the greatest player of all time, Phil Taylor, used to do as well. If you have enjoyed this video, I will be doing more, and there are more on the channel already. If you go check out the video library, you'll see some more tutorials, but there's going to be plenty more darting tutorials coming your way, such as those practice tips that we spoke about, those preparation games, and also how to find the right dart for you. If you'd like to see those videos, make sure you are subscribed to Edgar TV. Hit a like on the video on your way down there. I'll catch you soon for some more Edgar TV.